Hello, welcome everybody to the Animal View. We're back again with Denise and Mary Beth. Thank you for joining. Yay, it's great to be with you guys. And I wanted to say hi to you guys. I see Flowing and Rochelle and Judy D and Andrea. Hi, Andrea. So great to see you guys. Right now, we don't have very many people here. Patty, Annette. Okay, so, and Denise, would you like to just say hello?
Sure. I'm Denise. I'm located in Portland, Oregon. So we have the whole country represented here. And I'm excited to talk to your pets today. I feel lots of energy around. I also want to let you know I have my buddy Declan here with me. He might make an appearance. He's on my lap, but he tends to move around. He likes to help with readings. So I'm excited to answer your questions today.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I just want to ask you, how is your kitty? Because I know he wasn't well a little while ago.
He's doing very well. He does have some health issues, but he's acting like himself again and has more energy. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay. Yay. Yay.
Thank you for
Thank
asking.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. And I want to just say hi to Mary Beth. Mary Beth?
Hey y'all, I'm representing the East Coast. I'm over here in North Carolina. Hey, Flowing. I'm really looking forward to connecting with all of you guys. My buddy is actually a bearded dragon bee, and if any of you guys have lizards or reptiles, it's brumation season. So she is she's sleeping right now, but hopefully we'll feel some of the grounding from her. But really looking forward to connecting with you guys.
Okay, thank you, thank you. And I will have their information below, you guys, if you want to connect with them, these wonderful pet communicators. And I want to also say we've got more people that have joined us. There's hi Sherry and Rod and Vivian and Billy. It looks like, and I know I saw Lisa or there's Kelly and Lisa. Okay, you guys, thank you. Woohoo! So I hope you guys are doing well. Okay. And I know some of these people on here are definitely animal lovers. Okay. We actually probably need to get Sherry in here with us because it's late in Germany. I know. Sherry's asleep. Yeah. But yeah, Sherry's an excellent animal communicator herself. And probably a lot of you guys. And hi, Rebecca. So I know you guys are anxious, but I have some questions from the community page, and then we'll also look at you guys' questions first. So I seriously doubt we're going to get to every single question, but let's get started on these and let's see how we go. Are you guys ready for some questions?
Ready,
Yeah,
looking forward to
absolutely.
it.
Okay, thank you. So the first one is from Meme to You. Meme to You, and that's who wrote this. And hi, Ellen. Bonjour. Okay. And hello, she says. Thank you. My cat's name was Nana. He was attacked about 6 years ago by three bulldogs roaming the streets. We'd recently moved from there. He died. I'm so sorry, Nana. How is he? He was always distant, had a difficult life, it seemed. Did he find a happy place? Please thank him for taking care of me when I had night terrors. The cat Nana.
I can start this one. I did feel. First of all, I'm so sorry. That must have been a very, very traumatic experience for you, and so my heart definitely goes out. But it's interesting because while I did feel a cat come through, the word Nana really struck me. I don't know if you're familiar with Peter Pan, or if any of you guys are Peter Pan fans. I'm a huge, huge Disney fan, and I keep seeing the nanny dog in Peter Pan is the image that I'm seeing. So it's kind of interesting how you mentioned the night terrors. But I feel that while the experience itself was scary and there was some trauma there, I do feel like we're in a very much safer place. And it feels like we are again, just kind of being the nanny, and just kind of still taking care of you. And especially at the night terrors, I feel like she is still almost curled up on the pillow next to you. And I know that you may or may not feel it, but just know that she's there, and especially helping you through these difficult times.
We don't.
Sorry, I was on mute. I want to add that I feel like Nana had a very fighting spirit, that um, that Nana did not back away from anything. I feel like there was a toughness there, and that's still happening on the other side. That he is still and looking out for you, and I get a very feisty energy. So that is still existing, and from the other side, he's able to still protect you, and he's still going. He still has that fire in him. Kim, are you?
She looks
She
like
looks
she may have
frozen.
frozen. Oh no! Okay,
Okay.
well, she'll be back. She'll be back.
Yes. Well, I did see a question pop up. Melinda
Okay.
asked if her dog Sophie would like a and she also has a dog Lola who has crossed over. She's asking, did she visit? So Sophie and Lola. And if I could just start with Sophie,
Please.
I feel like Sophie would definitely like a companion. I am feeling this yes, 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 yes energy, that Sophie gets really excited and likes to play. And she also likes having her own space, so I can see that it might be kind of confusing. I feel like she um, sometimes goes off and does her own thing, but I think having a companion would be perfect for Sophie.
Totally agree. Totally agree. With Sophie, it's funny because I have a Sophie too, who's very much a princess and a diva, and I get kind of a different energy from your Sophie. That she just lit up when we asked about a companion. I definitely get yes. And then with Lola, who's crossed over, does she visit? I find it interesting that you put, I don't know if these are stars or bursts. I feel so old. I don't know all these emojis, but I kind of feel like that's almost how she comes through, that it's not your typical like feeling a dog presence. Like I get like it's maybe you see flashes of light or flashes of certain colors or things like that. And especially lately, like you've been wondering, is that her? I feel like that's the way she's visiting.
I also think that Lola visits Sophie. I feel like there's this excitement that Sophie gets when her energy is around. So I don't know if they knew each other or not, but Sophie loves having this other energy come in. So I think Lola's definitely there too. So sorry we lost you
Awesome.
for a minute, Kim.
I
We
know. I'm
answered
so
a question
sorry.
from the chat.
Thank you for doing that. I'm so glad you did. Uh, I want to go back to Mimi a little bit. Mimi 2 or Meme to You, the one who had the first animal. She just has a real quick question about her aquatic turtle. And she just wants to know if her turtle needs anything from her. She's alive. Turtle Girl is her name. She is well taken care of. Can you, is there anything that she needs?
I will jump on first, just with the initial feelings that I get. And I got to say, I absolutely love reptiles. So I'm excited to to invite Turtle Girl and to connect with Turtle Girl. And it's interesting because what I'm feeling, the immediate reaction I get, or the immediate kind of feeling I get from her is that allow yourself, was it Mimi, to take to allow the turtle to give her the gifts. I feel like Mimi is really an amazing parent and or trying to help this turtle, and it's really appreciative, but I also want you to allow it to go the other way. I hope that makes sense. Like, I feel like the turtle girl, and especially in so many reptiles, I know some American or some people get nervous around reptiles, but they really are amazing grounding animals. If you just spend a moment, they really, really help with any kind of grounding. And I feel like that's kind of it's that, and there's some other lessons that and gifts that Turtle is trying to bring into your life. And that's what I feel is that she's asking for, is to kind of take a step back and kind of allow those gifts to come in.
Well, I agree with Mary Beth. What I saw first was Turtle Girl in an aquarium and coming right up to the edge and like looking right in your eyes. And what that told me was that she really wants you to be present with her. I feel like there could be some chaos going on, and it's a lesson in like, let's just sit here and spend some time together. And that's what I feel like she's asking for you, is to be present and to spend time with her. And really, like, she's focused in on like looking right in your eyes. So I think she's communicating with you when she does that.
Beautiful. Thank you. And I'm sorry, my internet seems to be a little off, but it's been raining all day here and thundering and stuff. So that could be what's going on. So if you guys just carry on, thank you. In case I have to come and go. But I
We
thought
got
maybe
you, Tim.
okay, yay. And now, how about this? We could maybe take one from the chat and one from the community board. How about Alice's question? How's my Baba Kitty? Baba Kitty, I miss him so.
So I'm not sure if we got all of that, but when I tuned into Baba Kitty, I think was the name, um, I see him hunting, that he's active and running around, and he is saying that he's still doing things with you. He's still there. He's still going on adventures, and he says that he's having a lot of fun. So he's in a good place, and mm, yeah, I see a lot of activity. I see him running around, checking things out, and I'm feeling like he's very much doing this together with you, that he comes to visit you to do fun things.
Yeah, 100% agree with you, Denise. I'm still kind of feeling the shock or the surprise. Like, I miss him so much. He's like, how can you miss me? I'm right here. And there's just that surprise feeling like, why are you missing me? Because, yeah, I feel like he is still very, very much with you. And I'm hesitant with saying he. I'm not sure for sure if it was a he, but I definitely feel masculine and like Denise said, full of life. But the other thing I want to mention is there is some sort of beautiful way that the Baba Kitty would cuddle with you. I know cats like to rub, but she would do. There was something important there, and that I feel like she's still doing that on the other side, and that don't brush that off, because she's right there. She's right there with you the whole time.
Oh, I love that. I love how they are with us so much. You guys, can you hear me okay? Yeah? Okay, good. Thank you. I'm going to take one from the community, a question from the community board. This is from Kathy S., who she has a dog, Sadie, who's on the other side. She passed a year ago. Are there any messages from Sadie?
When I tune in to Sadie, I get this energy. It's kind of a heavy energy that I think she was older when she passed away, and she's saying that it was time. She did not have a lot of energy left, and so I think that there might be some guilt around that, or some issues around Sadie's passing, and she's saying that the message is that she just loves you so much and that it was the right time. There's any question about that. And she's also saying that she how she's coming through is kind of this heavy energy, but I feel like that was right at the end. And she says before that we had so much fun and we played, and she wants you to remember. um, She's showing me kind of running in circles in the living room. I feel like there was a game that she played at home, and she says that she remembers that, and that's what she wants you to remember as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. I wanted to take a second too, just because I feel like there's not only heaviness, but there's a lot of confusion here. Not from her, not from Sadie, but I feel like for you, I feel like you're still really searching. That's the big image I got. It was just really looking, and I questioned at first if it was that you were looking for something that was hers, but I also feel like it was something for answers. I feel, even though you did know that there was, it was kind of coming close. There's still some big questions surrounding what happened. And it could be just the overall grief process is still, it's still so significant for you. And the message I have is to honor that for yourself, but also to honor Sadie, because she is still right with you. And it was time. Everything, even though there's still some, I'm going to use the word chaos. I don't know. I know chaos can have different definitions, or different levels, but I feel like there was some level of chaos going on. Just know that you can put that to rest, and kind of look forward to finding peace for yourself, because I feel like it's important for you to find peace, for her to truly be at peace, is that she is still still worried about you. And especially because of the chaos, or the heart heaviness. That's, yeah. So I love you, and I bless you with that, is what she's telling me.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Beautiful. Yeah, these little animals are angels, aren't they? Always with us. Little wings, big wings. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to take Bill's question. It's in the chat. And he says, my rescue Westie, Babs, has separation anxiety. She will become anxiety stricken, and I have to give her tramadol to calm her down. She's a rescue, but she has rescued me. So I guess the question would be, what any helpful bits of information can you bring him?
I guess I can go first. Babs is giving me this eagerness. She's so eager to help you, to teach you, to learn from you. I feel like there are some real soul lessons for the two of you together. And it's like she's so excited for all of it that she can't control herself. And I think that she does need the tramadol. That I feel this excitement just so deep in her body that she's not able to control it. So I do think that that is helping, but also talking to Babs, letting her know that you're getting the messages, that like letting her know how much you appreciate her and um, how much you are going through together. Because she's just so excited to have this. I think giving her some confirmation will help with that. So I'll let you add, Mary Beth.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Hey, Bill. The other thing I feel that's important for Babs is that a lot of times when we have animals, I have a pit bull who kind of suffers from a lot of anxiety issues, and I found myself getting anxious and, thinking not only my own anxiety, but oh my God, what if he gets angsty? What if he gets anxious? And so that's what I kind of feel is going on here a little bit, Bill. So that's the only thing I wanted to add to Denise's, what she mentioned with Babs, is that have that discussion with her, but also kind of, I think it would be beautiful to have some grounding practices or some centering practices and invite Babs in, whether that's some breathing, whether that's full-blown meditation, wherever on the woo scale you fall, and whatever aligns best with you, I think would be something beautiful to explore with Babs, because I think she's also she's showing me a mirror, and I feel like she's also trying to teach you kind of how to not that you have separation anxiety, but I think there are some things inside of you that she's helping to bring to your forefront, and that you both can kind of go on this healing journey together. So that's what I would just encourage you, is just, you can start with a few breaths, just communicating with her, and then just be careful with you leaving, break the mindset that we tend to get into of, oh my gosh, she's going to get nervous when I leave. Oh my gosh, she's going to get nervous when I leave, because you're telling her to get nervous when you leave. So whether you intend to or not, she's going to pick up on that. So just be careful with that.
Beautiful. Go ahead, Denise.
Oh, I saw Bill's comment that said that she was abused. And I agree with Mary Beth that I am seeing some mirroring here. And so I would also say that she's telling you to look at your own issues and your own past, and it's something that you can heal together. It may not be something as intense as abuse, but I definitely got that this, like, you're in this together, and you're both going to be healing. So that would just be another suggestion.
Yeah. Just like, the soul level contract here of why they're together.
100%. And I just want to encourage you too, before we let you go, Bill, I do feel like it's important to encourage you and to let you know that there is not end in sight, but I do feel like this is going to end beautifully, or resolve. I do feel like there's resolution in this. So I'm excited for that. I did want to leave you that positive.
Nice. And something that you can do for human and for animal is this triple warmer smoothie thing. Like, just like over the ears. You can do this with dogs as well. Actually, you can say pet the kitty, pet the dog behind the ears, and just over the shoulders. And that helps calm down this anxiety. So it's over the ears and back like that for people and animals. And for people, like hang on the shoulders. I don't think you can do that with animals. And just take a breath. And that will help calm that stress response. So yeah, definitely there's a soul contract here, huh? Yeah. As there always is. I don't think there's ever any accidents in this. I mean, people, animals, yeah.
We move together for a reason, and each of us, it may be just something simple as seeing a wild turkey on the side of the road, but every encounter and every animal that's in your life is there for a reason. So thank you for reminding us.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Thank you, Bill, for your question too. We wish you the best too on that. We've got another question here I'm taking it from the community page. And this is from Manette Turcotte. I think I'm saying that right. Hello, I have a Basset Hound rescue I have had for about 6 years. Oh, I'm sorry, Yeah, years. I have never had a dog I could not get close to, and I've had 5 others. He was aggressive and unpredictable behavior when I first got him, but has mellowed some. Can you tell me if he has been abused? Does he miss someone, or does he hurt somewhere? I I've not known what to do. If it's about him or me, any help would be greatly appreciated. I'm sad that he is not fully happy. Okay, and I don't have his name here. Basset Hound of Annette Turcotte.
I don't feel like there is necessarily any physical pain right now, but I am going to connect with him a little bit deeper. But the first thing I feel, and I feel like it's important, is that just as like humans, our animals express, and sometimes we're only capable of expressing so much. Either through trauma or just the way we're wired. I'm a Leo. You're going to hear me 2 houses down, probably. My husband, he's a lot more on the quieter side. So you may want him to be loud, but he may not be able to. And the reason why I bring that up is because of Oliver. I feel like Oliver, he's telling me he's doing the best that he can. And I feel, first of all, that it's very important for you to know that it is not a reflection on you. It is not your fault. And actually, you have done more good. I'm almost getting emotional on this because I want you to know just how much you've touched his heart. And even just a little bit, even though you may only see the scale moving by, so many degrees, for him, that's a lot. He doesn't want to get into it right now, but I feel like there's been a lot of baggage. He may be going over it with Denise. So just know that he's grateful. And the biggest thing I feel is patience. And then also, he's not the other dogs. He's not going to be, I don't feel like he may ever be as bouncy or, as they express the similar ways that you're used to, but I feel that there's still so much beauty in the way he is able to express, and to give him time.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Oliver had a person before that he was attached to, and that possibly that person abused him in some way. So he's really not willing to trust very much. He's saying that he's very thankful and that you have done so much for him. He's happy to be where he is, but he kind of has his shield up, his armor up. And I agree with Mary Beth. He's probably not going to open up and get super close to you like other dogs might. But he says that you've done so much good for him, and he's happy where he is. He is glad to be there and that you're doing everything you can. And so he is not, um, he's content. I do feel some stomach issues, which to me is probably from anxiety over time or just from stress that's built up from whatever trauma he had. So I would just be aware of that. I don't know that there's anything that you can now, but just be conscious. I feel like he kind of holds his stress in his stomach. So if he ever, if he ever vomits, once in a while or something like that, it could just be from stress. So, but he definitely wants you to know he's happy where he is. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. So you're doing the best that you can.
Yeah, I just want to thank Annette too. Lots of trust issues, she says, and he still holds his head down when he comes. So sad, so sad, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, and I'm sorry that that animals go through this, but I'm glad that he has you, and he
Mhm.
likes getting pet. He may not sit still for very long for that, but just having some very safe contact, he really likes that. So, but you saved him. You
Yeah.
saved him, Annette.
Yeah, and trust is really hard. I mean, just think about if you've been burned yourself. And
Yeah.
it takes a lot. It takes a lot of strength. But I do feel like he's a very loving boy and he's learning how to trust. And that's the thing that I want to encourage you with, because I also feel like it's important to have you continue to treat him the way you've been treating him, and to just lift him up and support him, and to not look him as a victim either. Don't, even though we're kind of giving you some insight on what he's been through, do not look at him as a victim, because he doesn't want to stay in that mentality. Even though he is, growing slowly, he is growing, and just encourage that. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. I see him getting better. I feel better. I mean, I just feel like it's going to be slow, but and he's actually feels satisfied. I feel like he seems satisfied, even though it seems sad. I feel like he seems satisfied. So, okay, thank you all. Aw, aw. Okay, Kathy G here in the chat says, I have a flame point Siamese that I rescued from the Humane Society. His name is Max, and he has an issue when I sneeze or cough. He totally avoids me when allergy gets bad. Any ideas why of that? Why that?
So I feel like he was a stray at some point, and loud noises and things that he didn't understand were a threat. So I feel like I don't know. It's coming to me as maybe he was a stray or on the streets for at least a little while, where it was just really scary. So he doesn't really know what it is or what's happening. So actually, that's something I'll work on talking to him. If Mary Beth has some other insight, but that's, I think for me, I'm feeling like he needs some understanding of what's happening.
Yeah, I have to apologize on this one. The only thing I'm getting is that it's just like startles. It's almost like if you've well, the imagery I'm getting is like if you've had too much coffee and you're already like, here, and then just like, someone just says something and just startles you. That's the feeling I'm getting. And then he's like, well, what the heck? And then there's a little bit of embarrassment too. I feel is also why it's the avoidance comes in. It's like, it wasn't anything to get scared of. Why am I running? But that's the only kind of feeling I'm getting. I'm going to kind of dive a little bit deeper, because I do feel like there's something significant with this cat, especially giving his breed and his background. But that's the biggest thing I get, is just being startled and then being embarrassed about being startled.
There's another person here, Cat Bill One, says her cat does the same thing. Runs when she sneezes.
Well, one thing that
And
comes
keep
across
going.
is that he doesn't associate it with you. So I feel like there is some separation, that he's not like, oh, the sound is coming from mom. Yeah, there's some I don't know, some sense of like, well, if I knew that, it wouldn't be scary. But yeah, that's kind of all that I'm getting about that.
Yeah, and all I'm getting is just the energy. Like if your energy's vibrating at so much of a level, like little things can affect you. And I hope that helps, but I'm sorry, that's all I'm getting too.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you. And also, did you see that Oliver was sitting next to, I can't remember her name now. Anyway, Oliver was next to her human guardian.
Oh,
So listening to our conversation.
I love it.
So.
Oliver is full of love, and that's one thing. Yeah, Oliver is a sweetie. I gotta love a basset. Gotta love a basset.
Okay. Now here's a question from the community page. My indoor cat Boots has been vocal as of late. And this is from Marie, by the way, Marie V. My indoor cat has been vocal as of late. Is he feeling okay, or is it something that he wants to be outside more? Hmm.
Can you mention that first part again, Kim?
Sure. My indoor. This is by Marie V. My indoor cat named Boots has been vocal as of late. Is he feeling okay, or is it that he wants to be outside more?
To me, this doesn't feel like a physical issue. I don't think it's something health wise. He's he's telling me that he's telling you stories. I feel him talking like he feels like you're interacting, and he feels like, and he's just like, but you don't know what's going on out there. I feel like he's trying to tell you. He's just like, I do think he wants to go out there, but I feel like he's just like, but you don't understand. It's almost like he feels like he needs um, to protect you, protect the space, um, and he wants to be able to contribute. So I feel like he needs a job. He is kind of he's trying to tell you that he's got these stories, and these things that he wants you to know, and by not going outside, he feels like he's not able to do that. So um, if you could give him other ways that he can help protect, and give him other stories that he can tell. I'm seeing him playing with mice. I actually see um, like hiding treats around a room or toys so that he can kind of hunt and find them. I feel like he needs something to keep him busy. So that's kind of that's kind of all over the place. It's not very organized right now, but that's kind of all the things that came up at once. Maybe Mary Beth can make sense of some of that.
I wish I could, but the only thing I'm feeling is nausea. I am just feeling so nauseous right now, and I don't know why. And I do not have cats, so Denise, please correct me, or other people can correct me. But do cats eat grass? I've seen something at the pet store, and I know my one dog likes to eat like a little bit of grass, and it almost like helps settle his stomach or something. I'm not sure if that's a thing with cats, but that's just what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like we're not, doing more vocal. I do feel Denise is right on with the vocal, like wanting to talk. But I also feel like maybe all that talking is bringing up a little bit of needing to settle the stomach. But I feel like we really miss being able to something with the grass. So I don't know if they still sell this at PetSmart, or any place like that where you can buy, like there's little plotted things that's safe. You got to be careful, but it's like something that you can buy, that may help, that it looks like grass. So that's just what I'm feeling.
Yes, and also Marie is saying there's a cat outside, and she feels like there's a cat that's distracting, and also what did she say? Oh, then somebody says give him a food ball. Okay, yeah, and she's going to give him something to keep busy too. Yeah, that's probably going to be a distraction from that
Mhm.
cat outside too.
Yeah, and you can buy cat grass. They have special cat grass that you can get, or
Mhm.
there's other things too that cats can chew on that might be good as well.
I think that's going to kind of help. I think it's kind of going into like a cycle. And I think that's kind of why Denise got one part of it. And I kind of just got like the physical part is I really feel like they're connected. Like, you know, how stress can really start turning the stomach. So I love the idea of hiding things, but I think also giving her a little bit of something to help her stomach would help.
Thank you. All right. So now I'm going to take one from the chat. And this is from Mary Ann D. Did Cosmo, my dog, understand when I told him about the fun he would have in heaven? Is he still around us? Miss him. Cosmo. You're welcome, Marie. I hear Bill's talking about. Okay.
So Cosmo, to me, he is having lots of fun. I see him with lots of other dogs and also lots of people. So I feel like possibly he liked people maybe more than he liked other animals, but he is having a lot of fun. And I do think that he comes to visit you. But I feel that his energy kind of comes and goes because he kind of likes being in this other place where he can run. I see him running so much. So I feel him more like checking in because he's in such a good place that he doesn't need to be there with you all the time. I also want to say that I think that there were other animals in the household that maybe passed away before him, and he is with them as well. That might be the other animals, somebody that he knew. But then also there's people for him to play with and get lots of attention and affection.
Yeah, I absolutely love that name, Cosmo, because it really seems fitting for him. Because I do feel, I don't even know if this is such a thing, but I'm hearing star dog. Like he is meant to be in the stars. And that really his presence was just so special in your life. I'm not sure if he's going to reincarnate again with you. I'm kind of not quite feeling that because I feel like he really likes being on the other side. I feel actually excitement when you were telling him and it's almost I have to laugh because I feel like he was telling you, he's like, of course I've been trying to tell you, that was part of my job, is telling you how amazing it is. So I feel like he not only understood, but he was helping, you know, like he already knew, and he was also trying to show you that. I just get that he is so happy, and that, yeah, he does come back and forth. I feel like there's a level of freedom, and is what he's really loving, being a part of the other side that he didn't get to feel in a, I almost said human body. I don't know if he was here, if he's been in different incarnations, but in his canine body that he feels on the other side. And I gotta agree with Denise, but I also feel like he sees everybody as friends. So I don't know if he was just a very social little guy when he was around, but I don't think he's really met a stranger, either here or on the other side. And I'm just really full of joy. So my heart, yeah, definitely feeling light from him. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Now I'm taking one from the chat. I mean, not the chat, the community page. Okay, this is from Rochelle, although I think she's here in the chat. My basset hound Sydney ran away at age 2 looking for me. What happened? What memories does Sydney have? Now, this may be too hard to do. I don't know. This may be complicated. Basset hound Sydney.
Go ahead.
No, I'm kind of just was wondering what the question. I know we can kind of dive into him a little bit more, but I was just wondering if you could repeat the question, Kim, because that's what I think I'm missing. And also, I love that we're having another Basset in the group. Is the question is, what does he remember?
Oh,
You're on mute.
Thank you. Okay. And this is from Rochelle. And this may be again, okay, there she is. She's here. My basset hound, Sydney, ran away when Sydney was age 2, looking for me. What happened and what memories does Sydney have? So that's what and maybe this may be kind of complicated.
What happened to him after he ran away? Okay, thank you, Rochelle.
Okay.
So this, to me, felt very traumatic for everyone involved. But what he is saying is that he still feels like he did the right thing. He was very caring. He was like, I need to do this. He felt very strongly that he needed to go after you. And I also saw him with a child, with a little girl. And at first I thought that was you. And then I think that that's where he ended up. I think that he found the person that he needed to take care of, and I think he was like a guardian angel for this little girl. So he was able to do for this girl what he couldn't do for you. So that's what I'm feeling. He's still saying I did the right thing, and I think he ended up with a family, and I think that he had a child that he spent a lot of time with. But I also think that it was very traumatic. So I think he recovered though, and hopefully it makes you feel a little bit better to know that I do think that he ended up being with a family.
It makes sense about the soul contract, right? His purpose, his sole purpose, I think.
Yeah, I definitely, my heart goes out to you, Rochelle, because I definitely agree with Denise that I feel like there was a lot of trauma with this situation, and a lot of fear, I'm gonna say, and anxiety. And I know that may be hard, knowing that our babies are going through that. But I want to let you know that I firmly agree with Denise, is that I feel like any decisions were exactly, exactly what I wanted to do, what he wanted to do, and that he ended up, and that the 2-year-old, when you said 2-year-old, at first I got a picture of a child. So I'm wondering if that's what Denise was mentioning about being with a child. I'm not getting confirmation on that necessarily right now, because the biggest thing I feel is that I'm at peace. As much fear and as much anxiety and as much trauma that was going on, that the important thing and that the message that you need to know and hear is that we're at peace. He's at peace now. And I'm safe. I don't know why safe is important to mention, but safe. And yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
And you are going to see him again too. You will see him again in heaven, and he knows that. So he's kind of saying that this was all the way it was supposed to happen. Unfortunately, I mean, that doesn't make it easy, but you will see him again. He remembers you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to take Pam's question. Pam Forrest, here in the chat, she says, "Is my dog Duffy with my family on the other side?" And I want to say, first of all, they're always with the family on the other side, always. I mean, every once in a while, I see them more like with Jesus or Mary or something, but let's see, I'm Pam's dog Duffy. Yeah, I see with a woman. I don't know if this is a grandma. Duffy feels very loving, like joy. I think it's a grandma. Joy I don't think the grandma made, it's like she's learned how the whole new appreciation for Duffy. That's how I feel. Just lots of joy here. And she also, I mean, they come with you too, you know, right? The grandmother and the dog, they're together with you as well. Yeah, Duffy is just all love.
So I'm seeing kids, but I don't think that it is actually a child who's passed. I think that it is the spirit or the energy of the people that he's with, that they're able to be childlike with him, that it's kind of like, um, everyone gets to be their ideal self with him and where they are now. So I feel very much like a childlike energy, that a lot of play and a lot of togetherness. I definitely feel like he's always with someone.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely agree with Denise and with Kim, because I did get the image of an older person, but the person was older in life, not crossed over. Because as immediately as I connected with them, they kind of Benjamin buttoned. They got younger, and so. But the only thing is, I've also felt an older male presence. Again, maybe like a grandfather, or I even feel like maybe even further back. Just someone who is important to you that you may not have known too much, but that he's there. And the other thing that I feel like is important is very much of a heart dog, because I feel a lot of love from him, but I also feel like there was some physical heart issues. I'm not sure if it was. I thought it might be someone who passed from heart issues, and I'm getting especially congestive heart failure. So if that means anything, that is something specifically I think to mention. But yeah, because we're with a couple, we're more than one with one person. But I think the person who passed of either heart issues or heart, something wrong with the heart is important for you to know.
Wonderful, thank you. Yeah. All right. Okay, question from Ellen in the community page. My rescue cat, Faye, is withdrawn. Is there anything I can do to make her happier and make her more social toward me and the other cat in the household? Thank you for whatever help you can provide. Ellen and her cat, Faye.
So I have to start by saying that Faye to me comes off as being kind of a loner, and she's kind of like, I'm kind of fine with the way things are. She doesn't see anything wrong. So I do feel like she is more attracted to you than to the other cat. I feel like she doesn't have a lot of interest in the other cat, but it kind of to me comes off as being very aloof more than um, like trying to avoid something. She's kind of just like, I don't care about the other cat. I'm not that interested. So, I mean, definitely you can engage with her. I think she likes pets. Um, but not too much. I see her getting overstimulated if you try and like I don't think she likes being like having your arms all the way around her, like just being gentle, because I feel like she feels kind of trapped if there's too much, that she's probably not a lap kitty. But but she seems okay with the way it is. So, also you can just kind of let her come to you, let her know that you're available. But overall, I think that she that's just kind of her personality.
Yeah, not too much to add other than I agree. She's the queen. And and she likes things certain ways, and yeah, I think I really don't have too much more to add on her other than she's very happy, and just we like things certain times in certain ways, and so it's just kind of understanding that.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, you ready? Okay. By the way, we had some. I think it was. Let me see here. Oh, Pam was saying, talking about her. I guess this is about Duffy, that her sister and mother loved him very much. Okay, now I want to go to Amy here. Hi, ladies. Any messages from little Yorkies, Otis and Rocky? Thank you. And they're alive. I think they're alive. I'm assuming they are. I assume they are. Why don't you let us know, Amy, and make sure that they are alive? I'm assuming yes. But they still are alive no matter what, anyway. Yeah. Oh, they passed. Oh, sorry. They have passed. Okay. Otis and Rocky.
So I see them, I think because the way the question came, like I see them as a unit, but I see some competition. I see them both wanting your attention. And I see them saying like, "Oh, listen to me," and the other one is like, "No, listen to me." And so I feel like they're definitely sending you messages, but they're also still kind of themselves. They're together and they're still trying to show you how much they love you by saying no. And what I heard too was we want to go with you, that they want to go wherever you're going. And so I've told this to clients before, you know, if you still have a leash or something, especially if it's a recent loss, take their leash with you. It's kind of symbolic, but they really feel like, oh, she's taking me and I get to go on this trip or ride in the car or whatever. So they're very much around, and I hear them just like talking to you all the time.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. I definitely get I know you said a year, but I do feel like it was kind of because I still feel like they're almost still here very much with you. So and that there was there was an interesting play, an interesting dynamic between them. But that they were still very much team. They're brothers. Or, you know, just very much partners. And and I want to say partners in crime. But I do feel like they were, I mean, especially being Yorkies, I do feel like they knew that they were beautiful and loved. And yeah, I definitely just feel like they're still very much a part of you and very much with you and very much still together.
And I just want to add to that normally, I'm sure that they both have different messages. Just the way that we're kind of doing this reading and everything all at once, I'm kind of getting them as a group or as a unit. So just want to let you know that because I'm sure that they have other messages, but they're kind of both coming in at the same time.
Yes. And did you see that she said it was exactly their personality? Okay. Vivian had a question in the chat and online. So her question is, any message for my cat, Wolfie, please? He died over 10 years ago. Thank you. Cat Wolfie for Vivian. I get he's a guardian. I see guardian, like a looking over special. Okay, go ahead, you guys then.
No, you're doing great, Kim.
Yeah, no. I just saw him as a guardian cat, even though it's been 10 years. Now it's still there. And I feel in a high place, above, looking out over you.
And Vivian, I feel like more of a message for you. I'm not sure where in the country you are. And I don't know how feasible it is. I know, the weather is changing and everything, but the biggest message I get is to get out. I feel like a walk or kind of just getting back in nature for you is really needed. And that's what he's encouraging you to do, is just really kind of reconnect outside of your home. I don't know if Wolfie was an outside cat or what, but yeah, that's just the thing. I feel like that there's a part of you that you're not connecting with right now. And he's trying to help you connect with that. And part of that I feel is just getting out.
So part of the way that readings work for me is sometimes the information kind of expands a little bit. But the first thing I got was that he's really proud of you, that he's seen everything that you've done. But I'm also wondering if you're trying to make a decision, because what I was seeing is you are in a profession or going into something where you help people. I'm seeing like a paramedic or uh, something that's like hands-on of serving people, and that might be uh, why Wolfie is also giving this message of take care of yourself as well. So I'm not sure where on the spectrum you're at right now, but I think that he is watching over you, and he's say I don't know if this is something that you've been through or if it's coming up, but he's right there with you through all of these different stages and phases of your life that you're going through. So he wants you to know that he's watching, that he can see you, and he's very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. And that's how I felt with that high position. Yes. And then Judy is here. Judy D is here. And she also has a question on the board. Now, this is maybe who knows we are. Thank you, Medium Kim, for giving us this opportunity to connect with our beautiful animals. And thank you all for being here. And thank you, Mary Beth and Denise, too. I had 4 cats. Love them all so much. Are they around me? And if so, do they have something around me so I know they are here? Do they know I miss them a lot and grateful for all the good memories they gave me? Thank you. They're her 4 cats. For Judy D. No. Uh-uh.
Okay, can you hear me? No?
Heard you
Is
briefly.
that any better? Can you hear me at all now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That was my cat. Declan stepped on something on my headphones. I was just gonna say that I see the 4 cats in different relationship to you. So I see one that is at your feet, and it looks like a little gray kitten to me that's kind of walking around your feet. And so I wonder if sometimes you have balance issues or feel like you're tripping over something, but that's the cat there saying, oh, I'm right here with you. And then I see other ones kind of like, I see one sitting in a windowsill, like watching, so kind of at a distance. So I feel like whatever their personalities were like when they were with you, they're still there. They're still kind of acting like themselves. So I wanted to start with that. I'll see if anything else specific comes through.
I definitely also get that there's kind of a I don't want to say scattered, but there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. I'm not sure if they were all around the same time, or just very, very different personalities. But I do feel like there is a younger one that's kind of a little bit more mischievous. And actually, as I started connecting, I saw the lights, something happening with the lights. So I feel like that's important. And someone liked to play with things. At first I thought it was maybe something's falling, but I don't feel like that's it. I feel like you may be finding things in random locations. Not big things either, just small things, but I feel like that's kind of the one that was a little bit more mischievous. And I feel like something with the lights is important.
I just felt a lot of presence around her, almost like her home is just full of that cat energy. They're never leaving you, Judy. I just feel there feels more than 4 to me. I don't know why I'm getting more than 4, but I don't know. It just feels like a lot of cat energy. So, and I also am getting a grandfather that might be connected with them as well. I see that now. I see the grandfather is like protecting. I feel like he's like, making sure that they stay together, and they're not like. I mean, he's even like, having to hold his hand and not, make sure they stay together, kind of thing. That's how I get it. I don't know how they do that in the spirit world, but that's what I'm picking up. But joy, a lot of joy. All right, you guys ready to move on? We'll have maybe 2 more. But you can hang in, maybe 3 more. Let's see here. I know we're running over a little bit. I want to Rose Hill, who's here. Does my Springer Spaniel have a message for me? His name is Jack. Is he okay with the way his ending came? Okay, Jack for Rose Hill. Hmm.
So for me, it feels like something was very abrupt. So he's telling me that his passing happened quickly. Either he got sick and passed away right away, or maybe there was an injury or something. And he is kind of matter of fact, and he says, "Yep, just moving on. Like it was time to move on." And no, he was kind of like, I don't have the patience to, or didn't have the patience to be sick or to wait around. So he was kind of very matter of fact about it. So to answer your question, he is okay with it. He was just like, "Yep, I've got other things to do," and he was kind of like move along. And I also think that I think that was hard on you, but he's saying that he thinks it was easier than having something long and drawn out that you would have to deal with. So that's what I'm getting from him.
Yeah, I definitely got sudden on the outside. And what I mean by that, like, I feel like it was unexpected, but it was not unexpected. Like, I feel like if you look back, he definitely knew it was coming. And I feel like there was a little bit of preparation, even though the shock of it, I feel was very real and visceral. But I feel like there was some preparation that happened both before, and that I'm hearing choice. I'm hearing him say that, yeah, this would have been, I mean, yeah, definitely with the choices. Maybe he doesn't necessarily, there may have been some difficult choices involved too. But I feel like it was for the right. It definitely worked out in the end, and that he's okay with it. And that, again, he knew it was coming, and he was trying to, a part of you knew it was coming too. So even though, again, it was difficult, yeah, this was definitely the way it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, and I get that he's very much still with you, and that he's more concerned about you than him. More concerned about your grief. Yeah. Blessings to you, Rose. Okay. Okay, maybe we can do two more, guys, in a quick thing here. I know okay, this one is a different question. And this is from Karen Robinson, and it's in the community page. Would you be able to pick up messages from the wild mustangs that are being rounded up and sent away?
So the immediate thing that I heard was that they're hungry. And I think I know a little bit about this. I think that they are trying to move them from places that used to have naturally everything that they need, that's not really as safe or functional for them anymore. And I do feel like they're hungry, but they don't really understand that this is to help them, that they're taking them somewhere where they will have more to eat and be, they'll have better circumstances, I guess. So I can share with them, like, let them know that they don't need to be scared, and that they will have more nourishment there. So I'm going to share that. I feel like with something like this, you do get an overall message. And so the biggest thing to me is that they're saying they're hungry. And so hopefully that means that they're being taken somewhere that will have what they need.
So I don't want to get in trouble here. This is definitely a politically big question. Personally, I'm an equestrian person. I'm actually work a lot with horses, and I'm very, very passionate about horses and mustangs as well. Although all horses, but the mustang issue is something I have deep feelings about. So in honor of time, I'll just say I do believe that there's a lot of love. I believe that there's a lot of lessons that they are teaching us with this. I believe that there is a part of our country, history, that they are kind of showing us and kind of keeping us in the forefront. I believe that there is a lot of, how do I say this? There's a lot of political issues, let's put it that way, involved in this. But I believe that this is something that we, as animal lovers, even if you've never even been around a horse, I think this is something that we can all send love to as a group. You know, as Denise said, there's the group mentality. Even though there is a lot of negativity there, I think for many of, to be here tonight, we're animal people. Many of us are light workers. And if that's all we can do is just shine our light and just send them love, I think that's huge. And that's one big step we can do. I think there are a lot of amazing efforts, and I feel like they do feel like there are efforts, from the good side, but I feel like there's two sides here. But I think the big picture is that there are lessons, that there are lessons involved. But I think what we can do is our part is including them. I do kind of just Reiki personal, where I send Reiki out, kind of just group, and they are part of what I include in my prayers or my Reiki sessions. So I know that maybe doesn't help, but I don't want to get in trouble here. So, and timing wise, because we could spend a little bit longer on that, but.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Unless I think we should all in this chat here send healing to the Mustangs. an overflowing abundance, health, safety, and security. Yeah. Okay, just visiting. How is Scout's health? He's about 9 years old, and Scout is a dog, I assume. He's about 9 years old. Let's check on his health. Scout.
So I can just start. It's getting close to dinner time. You can tell he's getting antsy. Scout, I feel a heaviness in my chest. I feel like possibly he, if he is having any health issues, it could be respiratory. I don't feel like he has anything serious now, but I would say that there is some heaviness there, and if you start to notice anything, that I would check on that. But generally, I feel like he's a little heavier than he used to be. Maybe he's gained some weight. Maybe that's why I'm feeling this weight. But I feel generally like he's doing okay. He says, look at me, I can still do this. And I see him almost like dancing, like moving his body around. He's like, I still got it. So I don't feel any strong concerns right at the moment.
Yeah, 100% agree. I've got to give Scout a big hug because he is a cutie. I had to keep looking at age. And, being a physical therapist who's done some work with animals as well, I keep looking at it. He's like, no. And he did the same thing for me. Nope, look, I'm moving pretty good. I'm moving pretty good. So I don't feel... I feel like for his age, especially, he's doing really well. Not that 9 years old is that old, but for labs, we're getting kind of up there. But I think you need to keep going. And then I think weight can be an issue, and I think just being careful with that. But Scout's a love bug. And he's fun. I think part of his mission in life is to kind of remind you about joy too. And so let him do that, just being careful, of course, but yeah, let him show you about the joy.
We're sending blessings to him. Yes. Okay. This is the very last question, you guys. They're going to be so mad at me.
One more. Can I just mention really, really quick, just because
Please.
This is not letting me put a Scout. I've got to talk to Scout. I think it's because, and I am going to butcher your name, Cosmic Party. I'm just going to say party. I just wanted to mention, I did see your question, and I absolutely love leopard geckos. And I saw your question as, does he understand me? Yes. And I just wanted to, I think all of our animals, and I think this is something that's not only important for Party, but I think for all of us, is that you may not realize, but just know that animals don't only communicate with their words. Yeah, we've got some loud mouths that, that want to make sure with the meowing, and some of them that, do other things. But reptiles aren't weird. They're not meowers. They're not barkers. Bee, who's my bearded dragon, will sometimes just look at me. But there is so much in those eyes. So I wanted to just reassure you that Logan and all of our animals very, very much know what we're thinking, what we're saying to them, and they're very, very appreciative. I think that, again, the fact that we're all here shows just how much we love them, and they know that. So they're here with us, whether they're here in spirit, whether they're, sitting right next to us. They know that. And a lot of the verbal is humans. And I think, maybe some of the ways our cats, especially Siamese, can get loud, may be inherent. But I think a lot of it is for humanness, for the benefit of humans is what I'm trying to say. But even if you just sit especially with your reptile or even any type of animal, and just kind of sit there and just breathe, you'll be amazed at the interactions that can happen. And you may even get a little few pictures in your mind, or, you know, may wonder, did that come from you? And chances are probably yes. So I just felt like I wanted to mention that for Logan and for all of you.
Thank you, Mary Beth. That's wonderful. Okay, this is the last question, and this is from Lori. I would love a message from my dear dog, Corky, who has passed. Corky, the dog, to Lori. I just feel love looking in your eyes, Lori, love, just adoration, just total adoration, like you couldn't be any better of a mom. That's what I feel.
So when I first connect to an animal, sometimes they just show me something that tells me about their personality. And I am seeing Corky kind of bustling along the floor and then like coughing a little bit. And then like, and it's almost like he's trying to get attention. I feel like he's like, did you hear me? Did you notice me? And he's trying to get your attention. And I feel like he's doing it in a kind of funny way, that he did things that probably seemed like human characteristics. Like you wouldn't expect a dog to fake a cough or something like that. So that's how he's coming through. And I think that the point is just that he's still got his personality. He's saying like I'm still me, and I still love your attention and want you to think about me and love me. So that's what's coming through for me.
Yeah, very much. I don't think there's really too much more to add. I think that was perfect. Just the love. Oh, well, I guess the one thing is just remember to love yourself too. So take some moments for yourself, that self-care, especially as we went into the holidays. But aside from just holidays, is I feel like just remembering to show yourself some love is important.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I think we can all take that message, of course. Loving ourselves, loving everyone else. I mean, that's what we're here to do, is to share love. And that's why we're here, to share love with you guys, from your animals to and from. And I want to thank Denise and Mary Beth for being here. I want to thank everybody that's been here in the chat to support this journey. And yeah, thank you all. Have a wonderful night. Really appreciate it. And let's keep sending love to the mustangs and all of our pets. They feel it. I think they really feel it and appreciate it too.
Yes, sending love to all of you, especially those who have lost pets. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry if we didn't get to everyone's questions. Our information will be below. Feel free to reach out, check out our websites. I wish we could get to all of them, but we'll definitely do it again. So please come back.
Yes, and especially going deeper, especially given the time, and in order to get to everybody, we may not have gone as deep as you may be interested in going. So, but let us know. Contact us, and we'll be happy to explore further questions with you. But thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Blessings, you guys, and try to talk to your animals too. Wish we're more of these. Oh, more. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll think about doing it more often. We'll see if there's enough interest. Okay, Mary Ann. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do more often. Thank you. Thank you all. Many, many blessings, and I'll see you soon. All right. Thank you, Judy, Mary Ann, Cynthia, Cat Bill, just visiting, Rose, and Party, and Meme Too, and Flowing, and Patty, and Marie, and Ron. Thank you, Ron, for being a really supportive person here. Rebecca, Lori, I think I already said Flowing. I think you already said Kathy G. Here we go. Barbara. Anyway, Amy. Yeah, Karen. All right, you guys. Blessings, you guys. Jenny, thank you. Thank you.
And
Bye-bye.
Party, I'll work on your name too. I'll figure out how to say that.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I think
You guys.
it's cosmic. I was gonna say, I think it's Cosmic Toga Party.
Oh,
which
is
I
that?
think
Oh
we-
my
we
God.
should all have
I
one.
feel like I'm reading license plates. You know how cars pass and they have like the like you try to figure out what the oh okay, never mind. It's obvious now. All right, I am a little blonde, so
I didn't see it either. It's okay. It's okay.
thank you, Denise.
I just like the idea. I think we should all have a Cosmic Toga Party.
Heck yeah! I love that.
Wow. Hey, we'll do that next time. Should we dress up in togas? I don't
Maybe
know.
we should have done that this week. Since
Oh, I
Halloween just
know.
passed. But I love that
Really.
Cosmic Toga Party. That is cool.
Well, we could dress up as our favorite animal or something next time. Or any animal. I don't know. We'll think about it. That would be kind of fun to dress up as animals, though. Okay. Okay, you guys. Bye, everybody. And Mary Beth and Denise, I'll stay on for a sec, okay? Bye-bye,
problem.
everybody. Much love. Bye.